Hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to explain the truth about how The Ordinary ruined my skin. But don't fear, I'm also going to explain the 3 steps I took to fix it. So if you are dealing with a skin reaction, you have acne, rosacea, pimples, breakouts, blemishes, stay tuned because I think what I'm going to share is possibly going to help you as well. First, I want to show you a picture of my skin and the reaction I had. It's hard for me to see that picture because it represents the self-consciousness I felt about my face and the weeks I spent trying to overcome it. I can honestly say I was in pure desperation mode trying to fix it, and it seemed like everything that I was trying was futile, and I was really worried that I had actually ruined my skin for good. Thankfully though, after a lot of research, a lot of trial and error, I was able to come up with a solution, and it's completely cleared my skin. I've learned my lesson and I'll never do that again. If you're new to my channel, I am Krista Evelyn. I'm a skincare and beauty enthusiast. This video is the reason I started my YouTube channel. I really want to be able to educate people so that you understand the ramifications of some of the ingredients that are in the skincare products we use. If you're not careful, you can end up with a skin reaction like I had, and I want to save you the agonizing process that I had to go through to get back to clear skin. I have one word for you: acid. The name in itself should imply caution, shouldn't it? The 2 products that caused the skin reaction on my face from The Ordinary are the glycolic acid 7% toning solution and the lactic acid 10% plus HA. They look innocent enough, don't they? They're actually very pretty colors too. There's one of the few serums that actually have a color to them from The Ordinary. Both of these products are AHAs. AHA stands for alpha hydroxy acid. I will do a separate video on the difference between AHA and BHA acids, but suffice to say it's a chemical exfoliation process that is actually an essential part of your skincare routine. It gently turns over the skin and reveals your newer skin underneath. So this is an essential part of a skincare routine, just not the way I did it. When I first started using these products, I ordered them online from Sephora. I filled my cart full of The Ordinary products, not knowing anything about them, how to use them, or what to do with them. That was my first mistake. I did 0 research on either product. I simply read the instructions for use on the back and implemented them into my skincare routine immediately. I also did not patch test either product. The word toner implied to me that I would use it after cleansing, before the other steps in my skincare routine. So I implemented that morning and night, effective immediately. The lactic acid said to use it on a nightly basis. So I used both every day. The toner, morning and night, the lactic acid, once per night. When I think about it now, I just absolutely cringe that me with sensitive skin was applying double exfoliation in the nighttime, a single exfoliation in the morning, and not seeing anything wrong with it. As you can imagine, it didn't take long for my skin to react. Within 3 to 4 days, I was dealing with a major issue on my skin. And the problem was I had no idea how to fix it. So that is where things kind of went downhill for me, because obviously I knew, at least I had the wherewithal to know that it was these products that caused the reaction. It was the only thing that I had introduced in my routine. So I discontinued their use immediately. Thankfully, I did that. I had no experience dealing with this level of a reaction before. I've had blemishes, I've had breakouts, I've had pimples. I have a slight rosacea. I blush very easily. So I have some experience with those things, but this was more than anything I had ever experienced before. This was actually a turning point in my skincare understanding, and I researched endlessly what I could do, things I could try, natural solutions, non-natural solutions. Anything was on the table for me because I was desperate. I spent a fortune trying various creams that touted hydration. My skin felt like paper on top of all the blemishes and pimples. It was dry to the touch and very, very irritated. I tried things with aloe. I tried straight aloe. I tried coconut oil. I tried oatmeal solutions. I tried DIY masks. I tried everything. I even tried salicylic acid, which is one of those BHAs I was referring to before, which I'm sure you're thinking, oh my gosh, why would you put another acid on your face? Yes, looking back, I can see that too, but when you're in the situation, you are so desperate to get rid of it. I think my self-consciousness really kicked in because it was just so obvious. Anyone that I spoke to or saw, their immediate reaction was, oh, what happened to your face? They couldn't help it. It was that obvious. And I also couldn't cover it up with foundation or concealer or anything like that because it was just making it worse. So I really was in solution focused mode, but I do think it's what put me on the path of something I am really passionate about, which is researching skincare, what the ingredients are, how they can react with your skin. So I guess in a sense, I'm happy it happened. Not happy with how long it took me to solve the problem. In addition to trying numerous moisturizers, I also tried a number of different cleansers. I tried Vanicream, Marcel, I tried cleansers from the Body Shop, Cerave. Again, everything seemed to be stripping my skin and making it worse. I think this picture sums up my desperation quite nicely. I read zinc was good for the skin, so I literally lathered diaper cream, yes, diaper cream, all over my face and wore it as an overnight mask. I have to say, the zinc actually did reduce some of the redness in my face, so that was my first foray into liking zinc formulations in some of the products that I use today. Okay, now for the cure. I want to talk about the 3 things that I did that worked for me. The first one was cleansing. As I said, I tried a number of different cleansers and nothing worked. The first thing I found out is that a lot of people with sensitive skin do not wash their face in the morning with a cleanser. So it was one of the first things I introduced. I started my morning routine with just a water cleanse. I think because my skin was so sensitive, even prior to the skin reaction happening, the benefit of just using water in the morning didn't strip my skin further at the beginning of the day and then having to add other products to bring moisture back to the skin. So that was the very first thing I did. And I also introduced a new cleanser that I'm sure you're familiar with, and if not, just head over to your local drugstore and you can pick it up there. It's the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I think this was really a game changer for me. There are very few ingredients in this formulation and really helped to calm my skin. I put it into my nighttime routine immediately, combined with the water-only wash in the morning, and this method of cleansing seemed to work for my skin. Step number 2, I stopped everything else. No toning, no serums, no masks, no acid exfoliations, obviously, no vitamin C, no retinol, nothing. And I finally realized that my recommendations from Google and family and friends just weren't enough to solve this problem. I actually needed prescription help. So this product, you have to have a doctor or a dermatologist prescription for. It is the Metrogel 1%. It really targets rosacea and related skin issues, all of which I had. So I implemented this and put it on twice per day, once in the morning, once at night. After cleansing and under a moisturizer, it can be quite drying. And I will say after 2.5 to 3 weeks, I saw a remarkable difference. The last thing I did was, I think in retrospect, one of the most important things, and that was finding the best moisturizer for my skin. As you know, I was only cleansing, using the Metrogel and moisturizing for the 2.5 weeks that I was using the Metrogel. Then when I discontinued that use, I simply cleansed, moisturized, cleanse, moisturize, morning, night, nothing else. And the moisturizer I used was, yes, the Cerave Baby Moisturizing Lotion. This moisturizer is holy grail status for me only because it carried me through this difficult time dealing with the skin reaction, but I continue to use it today. I'm a fan of Cerave products and certainly their adult formulations as well. What I really liked about this product is that it's free from the parabens that the adult formulation or the daily moisturizing formulation has. The Cerave Baby Moisturizer is formulated with 3 essential ceramides that all work together to help restore the skin's natural barrier. The first is hyaluronic acid, which is essential for the skin to retain moisture. The other is niacinamide that's used to calm the skin. And I love the Ordinary's niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. I'll link the video that I've done to review that product below in the description. And finally, dimethicone, which really helps to form a barrier on the skin's surface and leaves the skin feeling very silky to the touch. The moral of the story? Well, there's a few. The first thing is to patch test any new product before you implement it into your routine. The second, don't introduce more than one item at a time into any of your skincare routines. And for me, I introduce one item and I try it for 2 weeks before I decide if I'm going to continue its use or discontinue its use based on any related side effects I might have. I'm happy to report that I have not had another incident like this. I have not had another skin reaction to any of the Ordinary products, and I've actually been able to introduce the Ordinary acids into my skincare routine. After this experience, I really researched and learned and understood a lot about chemical exfoliation, and I wanted it to be part of my skincare routine. I just knew the way not to do it now. Also, just be cautious of some of the skincare products and ingredients that have a high propensity to irritate the skin. Retinol or retinoids are an example. Certainly acid exfoliation is another, but vitamin C can also cause irritation in the skin too. So be very cautious when you're starting to introduce items like that into your skin routine. Start slowly, build a tolerance, and then you'll be able to reap the benefits. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear in the comments if you've ever had a reaction to the Ordinary products and what you did to fix it.